everyone, and thank you for coming to my first video. I don't really know what this channel is going to end up being about. It might just be a whole bunch of different things that I am interested in, gardening, cooking, crafting, random journeys. But right now, I'm just taking you along with me as I clean up my front area. In Texas, the season for leaves is during the beginning of spring. Unlike most of the other locations, the leaves come down during the fall, but here with our oaks, they shed their leaves in the beginning of spring. And if you don't keep up on it, the leaves just pile and pile and pile. And what you're seeing here is what just collected in one day. This was cleaned up the previous day, and all of these leaves I've already accumulated coming down. And so I'm just going to get these all cleaned up so that hopefully, I think this is the last set of leaf fall for the year. And so hopefully this little cleanup will be the last one that I have to do, and I can start enjoying the outside area a little bit more. Hopefully I'll also be getting rid of all of these plants, getting them new homes and getting them into the ground. I'll be building another garden area on the side of the house. We only just moved in about 2 years ago, so I'm still trying to figure everything out. I think there's a lot of stress on people to try and figure out, have your house absolutely perfect the minute that you moved in. You move in, you're ready to go. Everything's where it needs to be, and that just has not been the case, and I don't think that needs to be the case. Home is a place that you grow into, and you change things around, and I'm okay with taking my time. It's amazing how hot it gets in Texas by noon. So I just want to show you a few of the seeds that I've planted. I tried so very desperately not to purchase any plants. I wanted to try the seeds because that gardener math, if you buy a packet of seeds, it's basically free. So I had to move some of them over into bigger containers. I didn't expect everything to survive because last year nothing did. For some reason, the weather was very weird in Texas, so nothing really survived correctly. My poor aloe vera didn't make it through the winter. I had to cut her back, so I'm waiting until she gets some new little rosettes up here before I cut her back. But look, right here, she's growing little babies, so I might be able to put those in there. Unfortunately, this is a root from a fire bush that also didn't make it. So I have to get rid of that. But this is one of my aloe vera's babies. I'm gonna have to repot it and put it into another much bigger pot because my aloe vera got about 5 feet across. So I'm very excited about that. And my willow, my pussy willow has gone to normal stature. That's all of its little catkins have pretty much fallen off at this point, but it's grown quite big in comparison to how big it used to be. And over here I'm growing some Craspedia. Those are what these little hair things are right there. We're supposed to bush out and put a giant orange bulb out, but we'll see. And my blue mist. This is mostly my butterfly garden. Got my African basil, which is really going up there. I was really worried that the freeze would ruin everything. Unfortunately, my hibiscus hasn't come back yet. I cut it down, but it's not doing. But funnily enough, right there, that stalk right there, that's an angel tree. I have one on the other side too, but that one's coming back. And I'm very excited to see it has a nice good stalk on it. So hopefully it grows up nice and tall this year. Maybe I'll see some more flowers on it or anything. And the milkweed's really coming up for the butterflies that are coming. And these should be marigolds. When the marigolds went to seed, I just crumbled them up and just threw them in there, and I'm so happy that they're all taking. And there's another one of the milkweed for the butterflies. Look at my garlic. It's really come through and flowered. And it didn't flower last year, but I'm happy it's flowering this year. It's really nice. It's getting really caught up in this bush, so I'm gonna have to cut this bush back and give it some space. So I bought this 3-tier garden thing, and I decided I was going to put it in the backyard, but I was going to go ahead and divide it up into do 3 little sections, so that way I could get more space instead of it having all up. Our backyard is pretty heavily shaded, but I was thinking in this back corner over here, that's my dog. Say hi. Hi, Howard. It's my baby. But over in this back area, I think it was the best place for it. So I'm going to go ahead and put it together individually, and I'm show you the process. So it's been a few days later since I put this all together, and so far they are looking pretty good. This one has even grown a little bit, and so is this little baby right here. The back ones look really good. This one, on the other hand, I didn't know if this one was going to do it because this one had actually fallen over in the front before planting, and then we had a freak hailstorm, so it may have pelted a little bit over here. This is not where the tomato cage is going. I just slapped it there for now. But so far, they're doing pretty good. I do need to add some acid into here for the tomatoes to help them along. The soil is still pretty wet from that storm. I haven't watered it myself. And you can see right here, the squirrels are already digging. Oh, so I might have to go ahead and put some mesh right here just to keep them out, because they dig all over in my yard, placing their little squirrely divots everywhere. All right, so I'll do an update probably in a few weeks just to see how these are going, see how they're growing, if they are, if they aren't, because this is just an experiment to see if I can use leaves in here instead of having to fill it up mostly with soil. I know you can do other items in there just to bulk it up, but I don't have a lot of wood in this backyard. We've already had brush pickup here, so I just have to use my twigs and the leaves and what I have. Okay, thanks for watching. All right, so it's been just over a month since I put this together, and if I have any before photos of these plants, I will go ahead and post them up here. But it is insane how big these have gotten. Right here, he is doubled in size. This one has just absolutely taken off. I don't know if you can see him, but that tomato, and I didn't do this, it just went into the cage itself. I had just put the cage in for whatever, but he is, let me step back a little bit, he's at least a good 3 feet high. Like, wow. And then the other ones in the back, they haven't gotten quite as big on here. Sorry, out of shot. Let's film this whole thing, nobody can see. And then I got this one. Looks like somebody came along and maybe did some nibbling on it, possibly, but so far they're okay. This little guy, he might be on the struggle bus. This is one of my purple Cherokees, which I love. I love the purple tomatoes. The entire front row is purple Cherokees, so this one's a purple Cherokee, and then this guy too right here. The back ones are going to be my Krim, and then my Homeland one. But this guy, when I originally put him in, he was only this big, so he has more than doubled his size. When I got him from the nursery, he was not one of the nursery grown ones. He was a local one, so I think it had a little bit later of a start. But I did go ahead and add in some more stakes a couple days ago, because what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and put some string up so I can string these little babies up so they don't keep falling like this one had. But this one had fallen before I had even planted it. Let me get in here. He had already started this in the little, the little nursery cups that you get. So that's how they're doing right now. Not too many issues in here yet, but temperatures haven't soared yet, and I'm sure it's all coming. It's all coming. So I'd like to thank you all for coming on this short little journey with me about planting just tomatoes. It's the first time I've ever actually planted tomatoes, because usually I don't have a yard to do it in, so yay. Again, this is not how to garden, this is just how I garden, and we find out through trial and error, so probably gonna be a lot of error before I get it right. So if you want to go on this journey with me, and you can sit there and yell at the video about what not to do, and give some advice to other people, that'd be greatly appreciated. So thank you, and everybody have a great day.